Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Marc Marquez escaping the double long lap penalty for the incident that happened during the Portuguese Grand Prix. Now, as we all know, what happened in the Portuguese Grand Prix, Marquez was 100% at fault. He openly admitted it, and, looking back at the race, I know all riders make mistakes at times, but as Marquez said, that the lap before he did have an issue with the front, and again when he came around he had the exact same issue. This time, unfortunately, he couldn't avoid hitting the riders in front. Now, I know a lot of people say that this was a mistake and this is racing. I 100% get it, but Marc Marquez was on the harder of the front rubber. He got a warning, he didn't listen, and he really did affect someone's race. So, a penalty, in my view, was justified. But what the main issue here was is that the stewards at the meeting gave him the penalty to serve at the Argentinian Grand Prix the following week. Now, at the time of the penalty and when Marc Marquez signed for the penalty, it was not known that he was going to miss the Argentinian Grand Prix. And as soon as the announcements were made that he would miss the Argentinian Grand Prix, the stewards then convened again and changed the wording of the penalty from to be served at the Argentinian Grand Prix to being served at the next race that he takes part in. Now, this is where things get very messy. With the penalty that was issued, Marc Marquez and Honda signed for that penalty. So therefore, the stewards had no right or power to change the penalty. Like a good team manager should, you would always be fighting for your rider to make sure that they are impacted less. And at the time, I genuinely believe the reason that Honda were pushing so hard to have this penalty or double long lap penalty overturned was because of Cota. Now, as it turns out, Marc didn't ride in Cota, but a couple of weeks after the original penalty was given, the appeal went into the FIM again, which they were never going to find against themselves, and they referred the penalty or the situation on to another higher board. And they came out on the 12th of April, I think, and said that they were going to put a stay of execution on it so that if Marquez does come back earlier, then they would meet and discuss it, but it would be on hold until the outcome of the investigation by them. Now, they have come out now and said that the Court of Appeal have decided that they're going to annul the application of sanction imposed on Marc Marquez, which was issued by the FIM Motogp Stewards panel in connection with the original sanction. So basically what that actually means is Honda have got their way due to a technicality from the stewards naming the date or the place or the location of where that penalty was to be served. My own personal opinion, I would expect a team manager to be doing it. If I'm very honest, I think it looks a little bit poor on Honda and Marquez not to just own up, take the penalty and move on. So there's definitely learnings all around, but I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think? Should Marc Marquez have served the penalty and just got on with it? Or were they right to appeal? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.